Everybody ready? Okay, let's call this meeting to order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call?
Strobush.
Yes.
Freeman Schneider.
Yes.
Van Blaricon.
Yes, ma'am.
Isaacson.
Yes.
Vicker.
Yes.
Lanham. Yes. Leonard.
Yes. Okay, we're going to start off tonight with public comment, and I'm going to put Fran on first.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council members, residents, and city staff. About 10 months ago, I stood before you at this same podium and gave a little bit of a farewell speech. But I'm here tonight to let you know that I'm not going anywhere. I am not moving out of the city of Amery, even though I have employment across the border. I'm going to be staying and living in the city of Amery, and with that in mind, I would like to give back to the community who has been so good to me. I'm here tonight to announce my candidacy for the Polk County Board of Supervisors, District 12, representing the residents of the city of Amery. I'm eager to learn more about a number of issues facing Polk County, including projects at the Polk County Fairground, the expansion of the lime quarry, and of course something that is near and dear to my heart is the future of our beloved Stour Seven Lakes Trail. My background in local government and my past connection to the city of Amery give me solid knowledge base and unique qualifications to represent the city's interests at the county level. I will be out and about circulating nomination papers in early December, and I hope to speak with you then and learn about your concerns. I would be honored to have your support and to give back to the city that has been so good to me. Thanks.
Thank you, Fran.
Thanks. Good luck.
Sarah Flannum.
Hi, I'm here tonight to talk about an event we have coming up in a couple weeks, the 12th annual Amery Parade of Lights and Light Up the Town. It is held on Tuesday, November 26th. And there's a lot of different activities going on with that event that I just want to make sure everybody is aware of and give you the opportunity to join in the fun if you feel so welcome. The event will start out, we're going to start prepping for the event in about a week. We are going to be using Sioux Line Park to allow businesses, organizations, families, whoever wants to join in to decorate a little space in Sioux Line Park. And those decorations will stay up through the Christmas season. They will be lit up on the night of the 26th. But we'll leave those decorations up through the Christmas season. So that's part of the Light Up the Town event. The Parade of Lights itself actually happens on the 26th as well. Again, any businesses, organizations, churches, families, whoever wants to participate in the parade, it's a lighted parade. So your unit does have to be lit. You don't have to have a car. You can walk however you choose to go through. There's no registration needed for the parade either. But if you're looking for some information about both it and the Light Up the Town event, it is on the city's website. Go under Community Club and then Sponsored Events, and you'll find the link to this whole evening's activities. So in addition to the Light Up the Town, which happens right after the parade starts at 6 o'clock. It runs down Harriman Avenue going north, and it ends basically here. And then after the parade, everybody proceeds to the Sioux Line Park where we'll do the lighting event. And since he's not here to talk about it, the fire department has a chili feed that evening, and it goes from 5 until 8 p.m. And Santa Claus will be in town doing pictures with Santa with Cahill Photo. And that will be taking place, weather permitting, actually in Sioux Line Park, so outside. And this is also the night that the fire department does the kickoff for Toys for Tots. And there's also a bonfire at the fire department next to the trail after the lighting event as well. So if anybody's interested in participating and joining in the fun, again, go to the city's website, amerywisconsin.org, go to Community Club, and then sponsored events, and you'll find all the information, registration. We do want to know who's going to be doing decorations in the park, so please go there and register for that. And yeah, it's going to be a night of fun. Hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Sarah.
Is there going to be a city council float?
It's always the question.
They ordered it down this year.
I don't recall that vote, so maybe we can work on that.
We will be working on it.
Thank you. One last thing on public comment. Don't forget this weekend is the play at the high school. They're doing Fiddler on the Roof. Tickets are available at Chet Johnson. Are they at the Free Press too? Nope, just at Chet's. Or you can buy them at the door, so it should be a good time. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday's the matinee.
Thank you, Tim.
I might have some connections in there, that's why.
All right, anybody else?
Yeah, I'd just like to offer congratulations to our neighboring volleyball team at Clear Lake. I have a little vested interest because we have two nieces that are playing volleyball at state, but they made it to state with an undefeated record so far, so go Warriors.
Thank you. Communications, 2020 notice of public hearing for the City of Amery, Wisconsin, Polk County Community Housing Forum schedule. The Community Housing Forum schedule for the City of Amery is Wednesday, December 11th, 4:30 here at Amery City Hall. Patty, would you like to bring up the special election? Do we have to?
Yep, there's a special election that will take place in February. And then they're going to have the May election as well, the special election. That's to fill the vacancy left by Sean Duffy, Congressman Sean Duffy. So
Okay.
and you have that notice in your packet, so.
Okay. All right, officers report. Patty.
I, along with Management Analyst Deputy Clerk Ben Jansen, attended a joint District 1 and 2 fall meeting for the Wisconsin Municipal Clerks Association and Municipal Treasurers Association at Rice Lake City Hall. We were given election updates with the Wisconsin Election Commission. Preparing for Census Day 2020 was also defined. The auditors from Clifton Larson Allen helped with us with our 2020 budget. The budget for 2020 is complete, and a public hearing to approve the 2020 budget will be held on Wednesday, November 20th, 2019 at 5. This will also be a special council meeting with possible other topics on the agenda. Now that budget is almost complete, tax time for creation of tax bills will be mid-December. I will get all local levy amounts from taxing authorities and coordinate special assessments with Polk County, as well as all levy amounts for creation of the tax bills with them. There will be a February 2020, just as I mentioned before, and a May 2020 special election for a replacement to fill the vacancy left by outgoing Congressman Sean Duffy of District 7. And then speaking of elections, there will be an election next spring for mayor and 3 alderpersons. The timeline is as follows for incumbents and challengers to run. December 1st, 2019 is the first day to circulate nomination papers. January 7th, 2020, all papers and forms are due in the office by 5, and there will be a spring primary if needed, held on February 18th, 2020. And the spring election will take place on April 7th, 2020. I have all that information in my office for anybody who would like to run. MSA completed a topographic survey for the Keller Avenue project and has begun design of the project. They recently met with and had discussion with the Department of Transportation regarding the work to be done and the timing of the work. They also recently met with Public Works staff to go over existing utilities and proposed improvements and replacement of those utilities. There were several permits from the Department of Transportation that needed to be applied for and were done recently for the project. The project schedule begins October 19th, and the project construction will begin early 2020, so October 2019. The project is set to be complete fall/winter of 2021. Do you have any questions for me, or? Okay.
I see you have in here the notice of public hearing for the 2020 budget. Has that been posted?
That has been
Or
posted.
that'll-
That's in the paper, yep, yep. It has
That's a
been
two-week
posted.
posting?
Yep,
Thank you, Patty.
okay, thanks.
Management Analyst, Ben.
Good evening, everybody. Like Patty said, we went to Rice Lake to do some elections training, and since then, I started doing my training webinars online through WISFO. About 99% of my time has been spent on the budget the last 6 weeks, doing time studies, reallocating benefits, that kind of thing. And then outside of budget work, I've done some website edits, properties for sale for the AUDC, the winter parking ban's on there now, stuff like that. So.
Question? All right, thanks, Ben. Police Chief, I see he's not here. There's a copy of the police report up here on the table. Fire Chief, Dale.
Good evening, council, community. My report will also be brief tonight. Our calls are down this year. We're at 487 so far. Last year, as you recall, we had over 540 runs. So we're down on calls. Doesn't mean we're inactive though. So October is always our very busy month with fire prevention. I wanted to let everybody know that on October 8th, the calendars came out. If your favorite establishment doesn't have any more, check out the calendars. There's 30 different opportunities in town that you can stop and grab one. The hospital does have quite a few left yet, so if you're looking for a place to pick one up, the hospital has some. And we do appreciate our sponsors that help sponsor the fire prevention poster every year. The fire department had our open house fire prevention day at the firehouse on the 14th. We had activities and hot dogs and things for the young folks there. Pretty well attended, kind of a cold day again, but we appreciate all the young folks that came out to see some of the fire prevention activities. 5 firefighters from the department also spent the day at elementary school, the Lean Elementary, to talk to the different grade levels there. They spent like 7 hours there doing all sorts of activities with the kids, so we appreciate those folks. And the last thing I want to mention is that a little clarification on chili feed. We have our chili feed and a chili feed coming up on the 26th of November, that Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I believe I said it was 5 to 8. We're actually going to be prepared to open the doors by a little bit after 4 o'clock. So if you're hungry early before the parade, stop down. We'll have some things ready for you. The only other thing on our chief's report would be that MABUS training is coming up again on the 12th of November, and we're on our final stages, learning on how to fill out some of the paperwork and get us up and active.
Thank you. Amy.
Good evening, council and members of the community. As usual, the library will be a very busy place in November and December, so I would just like to highlight some of the happenings that we'll have going on at the library. So we will have a junior book club at 4 p.m. the last Monday of every other month. It's the odd months for grades 2 through 3. The November 25th one book will be Chocolate Fever by Robert Kimmel Smith. Registration is required, so see our website for more details. We have Teen Tuesdays at 4 p.m. on the first Tuesday monthly for grades 6 through 12. The December 3rd Teen Tuesday will be yarn caps and reindeer ornaments, so you'll be able to make your own mini winter cap out of yarn and warm up with some yummy hot chocolate treat station. There will be an art club for kids at 4 p.m. That's the second Monday of the month. There won't be one in November, but the December 9th one will be watercolor snowmen. We have a Tween Art Remix at 4 p.m. on the second Tuesday of the month for grades 3 through 5, then an art program just for tweens in grades 3 through 5. The December 10th will be Melted Crayon Orbs. We have some adult programs coming up as well. Scott Spoolman will come to speak about Wisconsin State Parks on Thursday, November 14th at 5:30 p.m. at the library. We have a third Thursday crafting event on Thursday, November 21st at 5:30, and we will be making gratitude journals. We have Books and Brews as we do every month. This will be a holiday edition. So Thursday, December 5th at 6:30 p.m. at Amery Ale Works, we'll have a combination book discussion and holiday party. And then we will also have a winter DIY crafting fair on Saturday, December 14th from 10 to 1 p.m. at the library. There'll be crafting stations set up featuring some of our greatest hits from 2019 plus a few new ones. So come with friends and enjoy some treats while you work. So that's what we have going on. Do you have any questions?
You're busy.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Bones.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, ladies and gentlemen. Just to add to what Patty was talking about with MSA, one of the things that her and I have been talking about and we're going to have to do is acquire some property downtown before we start this project, because we only own a couple of feet of the sidewalk, and we need to get a letter out to all the business owners and property owners along Main Street, because we need to have that property clear to their walls. And what that entails is the city will be responsible for replacing, repairing sidewalks. The business owners will still be responsible for keeping snow and maintaining the sidewalks in that capacity. But that's one of the things that we're going to have to do. And Patty and I have talked about, I don't know, drafting a letter and sending them out to businesses along Main Street to acquire its various widths of sidewalk, depending upon where you're at. We only own 2 to 3 feet in where the street lights are. Also, yesterday I met with, and Jeff met with a different roofing company about 3 days ago. But I met with these gentlemen that did the roof down on something different. They asked me to pass those along, show you some of their product. That rubber roofing is the membrane that they'll use. We were up there, they took core samples. Looks like there's about 3 layers of roof up here. So they're suggesting that we tear it all the way off. I haven't got their bids back yet, but they said they'd email them to me, and I should have those within the next few days.
For this building?
Pardon me?
For this building?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, there's various leaks in different parts of the building. Also getting winter equipment ready. I noticed the boys are doing a lot of welding today on some of the plows and stuff that we're checking over since they've been laying dormant since last fall. Also, Gary Bauermeister was over to weld today. We're still having a little bit of electric issues on with the soft start. He's pretty much sure that he'll have it up and running by Friday. All right. Finished our patching on Main Street, so the curb lines and stuff are, at least you can step off without breaking your ankles. Our portion's done. I don't think the county got all of what they wanted to do done downtown, so there's still some rough areas, but it's the nature of the beast. We live in Wisconsin and winter always comes. And I keep promising we're not going to get snow till December. So far I've been lucky. Okay. Little dusting for deer hunting, that's
all we need.
And I keep telling everybody we're going to get a little more warmer weather, so now you got something else to hold me over the fire for.
All right.
The one on the 26th, the fire on the 26th.
There you go. Yeah. Other than that, nothing else I can think of right hand.
Okay.
Any questions? All right. Well, the dump is closed Saturdays. Last Saturday was the last weekend, but as I tell everybody, let me know. We'll get you in there for leaves, brush. I know at the end of December, we're going to have a lot of Christmas trees to get rid of, so feel free to call the shop or myself. Most people have my cell number. If not, they can get it here at City. I'm not going to give it out on TV because enough people have it. Thank you.
Thanks, Bones. All right, move on to committee reports. No plan commission, no public works, no parks and rec, no public safety, but there was a finance personnel committee.
There was. We met on the 29th. It was a good time. We all got together, hung out for a while. We discussed, or we had a presentation by Woody McBride. I'm not going to go into it too much because I see he's here and we'll give him an opportunity to speak because he'll probably explain it all a lot better than I can, but it's regarding the Amery Theater and the summer concert series that he's proposing. Spoke with Eric Henningsgaard from SEH Engineering about the Industrial Park Road. We're looking at about $58,700 to move ahead to shovel readiness. Spoke about the Amical Bulk Plant building, which is was just over here, and the removal of it, and I am proud to announce it is gone. Or at least it was gone when I came through tonight, so.
She texted me and said they moved it today, so.
We also had a discussion about pay for performance for city employees. We had a discussion about forgiving some debt out at Whispering Waters for road surfacing. We returned that to the requester for more information. We also recommended to council to go into a contract, temporary full-time employee contract with Officer DeRozier to cover the hours that is vacated by Officer Zacharias, who's on military deployment right now and will be for the next 400 some days. Discussed and recommended to City Council the interim city administrator title to Patty. I would say her last name, but I'd slaughter it, and I don't want to be like that. And that was about it. Motions were made and about wages and salary increases, and they were forwarded to City Council, and they were decided on at the October 30th meeting. Thank you. That is all.
Okay, committee reports, that's done. Next we'll move on to previous minutes, October 2nd, October 15th, October 23rd, October 29th, October 30th, special city council meetings.
I'll make a motion, but I do have one thing to add and change, or correction, I should say.
Okay, and that is?
On the October 23rd special council meeting, the A's and nays at the end was not correctly written in there, because there was one nay. And then on the October 30th meeting, I was not here, so there only could be 5 people on that one.
And I made those corrections for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we're gonna move forward. Woody, you're on deck.
Hello to the mayor and council and community. My name is Woody McBride, and I moved to your area about a year ago. But I used to live in St. Croix Falls, where I built a business doing summer concerts. And I produce kind of your classic summer concert series for City of Forest Lake, Minnesota, St. Croix Falls, Barron, Wisconsin. And one thing led to another, and I got wind that there was a lot of community interest, and the mayor felt that way as well, that Amery might enjoy a weekly summer concert series that was family friendly. It would look quite a bit different than your big Friday nights music on the river that happen once a month, that are a little bit more of a mini festival with